Greetings, Star Children. Welcome. Welcome to my episode 10. I hope everyone is feeling the high energies. I'm Akasha Ra Azurite. Welcome to Starseed Evolution channel. This is our sacred journey of following me as a light body activator. So I wanted just to be able to connect to the family today and through experience, connecting to the energies and high energies that are coming in, streaming in for the new moon. So it's really massive high energies, high ascension energies, and solar winds activating. Kind of tuning into the field. For the episode today, it's for the new moon energies, and I wanted to be able to connect, but I'm going to bring in a transmission with Goddess Isis, and it's for the full embodiment of the rebirth. New moons is about clearing and cleansing and purification, purity, and to see what is inside of us that has to come up to the surface in order for it to purify out. Hi, Hope. Hi, Galactic Goddess. Sending so much love to you. Yes. We also have our galactic family of light. We have Aaron's our Jedi. He's our super time traveler. Being able to connect into the energy fields. I'm sending so much love to everyone. This is a new moon. It's about transformation and rebirth. So the full embodiment transmission. Last night the waves were so strong that I was just hit by 10 o'clock with a massive wave. We're elevating into really high states of consciousness way beyond the body. Okay, so kind of stretching out and going out of the body. Everything that I do is to assist the all, ones that are new, because we have some new family here. I'm seeing some new family coming in. So just being able to connect. I am a light body activator and then a quantum consciousness, multidimensional mastery teacher, mentor, guide, ascension guide. I'm also galactic guardian. So I have many roles fulfilling, but I'm just going to say at this point I am going to start new passageways, new Stargate journeys right now, and that is going to be the full embodiment of God consciousness and all that needs to come in, the full embodiment of the highest version of us, if you want to say multidimensional. So we all have roles as way showers. Today is more about connecting to what do light language channelers do, light language frequency holders and anchors, quantum consciousness, conscious world leaders, and I'm going to say quantum consciousness mentors, teachers, and then also ascended masters, which is kind of so everyone would have an understanding of our life and what it is that we do for the collective consciousness. So it's a full embodiment of the avatar consciousness, a source of the all. So universal soul. As a light body activator, there's much more to it than just we speak multiple languages or vibrational languages or light languages or source languages or whatever it is that we're all doing in this now. So there's way more to it. We actually have to bring everything in. So last night at 10, I was hit with a massive wave and I was laying down and I could feel my higher self merging more into my pineal gland. The elevation of coming out of the body and then going back in, I could see that there was massive solar winds coming in on my super quantum computer system, which is the vehicle of light, which is right here. And it's also a projector screen. It's however you perceive it, data downloads coming in. So many solar winds, solar flares, high massive energies, very high energy waves for the new moon. And there's a lot more going out, if you want to say, in the collective consciousness, galactic cosmic consciousness energies too as well. So it's universal energies too. Kind of bringing all of that into a whole of the experience. What I could see was sapphire light, blue sapphire light, and then also what was happening is I was just such a strong wave that the physical body was just starting to shut down, so I had to walk around a lot. It would cause lots of headaches and pressure here, so it was like massive headaches. The higher self was merging, and then I went to sleep, and the pineal gland was completely opening and activating with blue sapphire light. And then also, I'm going to say translocation, receiving all kinds of downloads. So most likely I was, I call it translocating in my dream state. So you guys can call it astral travel or whatever it is, but we're way past astral travel. So Stargate travel in the dream state. I obviously was taken somewhere to study about the sun and then brought back. So, and then I could wake up and I had like clear data of what I was studying about the sun, and the sapphire ray was coming in. So the sapphire ray, and I knew it was the Andara too, diamond light, diamond sapphire light, and it looked like this frequency, but I realized it's my higher heart chakra coming fully online more. So that's what we do, is we kind of like sit and I have to kind of tune into tone what crystals are showing me what's going on right now. I could see the opening of my higher heart chakra, and the diamond just like pulsate through my pineal gland, and it was my higher self coming in, and just like the higher self is merging through the heart and merging was through the spinal cord. So it's a full body experience now for all of you guys. It started in the root about almost a month ago. About 3 weeks ago in the root chakra, spreading the root chakra. That's actually what will happen is when the higher self starts doing the full body merge, everything will start to stretch out. And then it was all the way through the pineal gland. So this was just like stretching even farther. Ooh, that's funny. It was stretching even farther too as well. Okay. So everything was stretching, and it was my higher self stretching, and was literally like stretching my head, stretching my pineal gland, and coming more in. And then I could hear, that's funny, I could hear my higher self amplifying on the top of my crown, and was like, it seems like yelling, but it's not yelling. It's just a really big amplifying robotic sound frequency coming in. And then it was just way too much for the human. So the human, because everything was activating as the higher self is merging more into the body, the heart is expanding. So it's the higher heart diamond grid coming online, and it's just like stretching and merging and unifying and recoding, restructuring, and then it's just loud amplifying of the oversoul, just like really loud, making commands. And then eventually just said, after all of these beings, star beings started coming in, which was really cool. I got to see lots of, I guess you would call them humanoids to us, but they're us in feline features, beautiful feline beings coming in and talking to me, but they're us. So they would look like me, or with blonde hair, and they are full like lioness feline beings. So it's really cool seeing that. And they were all coming in and communicating telepathically to me, which was like clear hearing. Eventually the body of the human, there's a human part that is still here, and that's what we call the wires. Okay, so we call those when you hit a wire. Because I was hitting a wire during the expansion part, the human self, which is the ego is on the right side of the brain. This part was going through a rewiring because it was such an expanded state of consciousness for me. It was such a huge expansion where I could see all these beings standing around my bed. I could hear the higher self. I could feel my higher self just like merging more into my body and stretching everything out. And it was, and before I even went to sleep, you can call it sleep or whatever you want to call it, but it was only a few hours. I literally was in such a high space that when I came all the way back down, the acceleration, if you want to say, of being out of the body and then going back into the body was knocking the body out with light. So then eventually my higher self came and he like jumped up, and it's an oversoul. And the oversoul got up and was sitting there making all of these commands. And it was really, it was the Lyran of me coming in fully into this full integration, which is an oversoul. So everyone, eventually you'll meet who your oversoul is. And he was like, he was up and making these massive commands, and he was shutting down a lot of gates and stuff like that. So it was just like him just like kind of readjusting everything that was needed to be adjusted into our Merkaba. Our ship is large, so we have a large ship, a full body large ship, yeah. So we'll go into that in a minute. And so I had to get up and kind of move around. And as I was moving around, it was just like these massive, full embodiment coming in. And he's just like, you got to get up and kind of move around just a little bit. And then kind of like stretching out the field and making these like massive, beautiful commands, I call it, but kind of readjusting the light ship. So I wouldn't be having so much solar light, if you want to say, whatever it was to adjust for me, and then put me back to bed. And kind of like dressed me up. It was like, all right, we gotta go to bed now. We'll go back to sleep. And that is the full embodiment of you and your higher self. Eventually, it's just a one, and that's it. I don't know how to explain it. Eventually, it comes in, then you're just major expanded. Majority of the time, you wouldn't even have an emotional body anymore either, because everything goes into a unification. You cleared so much, you worked through so much that it wouldn't exist anymore. And it's like a huge, massive one. So there's huge Kundalini currents that are coming into it as well. Massive Kundalini energies and vortexes, and that's one of the frequencies I'm here to transmit through. And as far as frequencies go, but I had beautiful things come in, so just letting you know. The body just couldn't handle it, and it's just like a knockout, if you want to say. And eventually you go to sleep, and then the head is just like pounding, rewiring everywhere. Whatever you have to do to adjust it, and then needing lots and lots of water. So lethargic and thirsty is usually what will happen to us. This one's pretty good though, because I didn't fry for this one. And I bring everything in for the collective consciousness as a part of my contracts here. We do fry sometimes, and those are, you can call them burn-offs, but not always. I'll be bringing electronic telepathic downloads to for councils for Stargates. So you guys probably don't know about that either, right? So it's the body will go through like a huge burn up, and will burn in the chakras, and that's really cool because it's all codes and geometrics and stuff like that. I'm trying to see kind of like way expansion out there, and kind of like body heating up. And then the ones that I do like the most is going to be the plasma. Plasma is more liquid light and liquid cooling light throughout the body. So those ones are a lot smoother than the ones that I've experienced a long time ago. And those are what we call burn-offs and frying. A lot of people think they're other stuff, but I know what dimension I'm in, and I trust my higher self, so I'm going to listen to the one that's yelling above my head before I listen to anyone out here in the collectives. In a sense, that's still activating your fifth strand. So hopefully nobody would take that personal, but it doesn't even have the fifth strand activated yet. You would have to understand that there's like a bond between you and your higher self. So those were like accelerations that I had to go through too as well, to understanding that it's a full body system. A full body system. So I realized to always experience inward, and just for everyone, always stay inward if you can. Meditate and develop a relationship with your oversoul. The oversoul is the one you can't see yet above your crown. And there's different techniques. I always teach techniques for you guys to be able to communicate to your oversoul. The oversoul is loud and massive. Massive, you can't miss your oversoul. I always tell everyone that. It's the one that's blowing up the crown with a really loud voice. Because then you can't miss it. It's like a radio station. Yeah. It's like I have to look at, because it's a massive being and we're here in a little suit. I don't know if anyone has ever seen that. There's a really funny movie with Chris Farley, and he had like a little jacket on. And he's like little man in a big suit. That's what it feels like with my oversoul. That he's like trying to fit into a tiny little suit, little jacket that's too small for him. Um, and that's like it's actually kind of funny. And when you actually learn, when you actually make a connection to play with them, and to have a very strong connection and a clear hearing. So I do play a lot with my oversoul and dance with him. But it's like, so that was like a massive experience, and was just like, let me just readjust some things and we'll shut down some gates and leave some gates open. And I was like, okay. Right now, inward is important. To always stay inward, develop some type of trust with your oversoul and loving yourself and trusting yourself. So tuning into the frequencies for the new moon, it's rebirth and full embodiment with your avatar consciousness, expanding out into the infinity consciousness matrix is massive right now. So going all the way out, it would feel like you're in a lucid dream, and then coming back into the body. So those expansions is the heart expanding. So when the heart expands and the higher heart expands, your higher self will perceive it as fear, or lots of fear energy coming in. And fear is anxiety. So you'll be hitting points of anxiety. And that's actually the higher heart opening. So the solar flares right now coming in, and the solar winds are really, really high, everyone. So you guys will be experiencing lots of expansion everywhere, actually. So a lot of you guys could feel like you're having a panic attack. I did wake up after all of that from the whole night, because then I woke up so it was like 10 p.m. I know we got hit with the massive wave, and I'm on mountain time in New Mexico. And then the next one probably was like around 3 or 4 in the morning. So that was the jump up, and then I got up at 8. And then when I got up at 8 o'clock, that's when I actually jumped up to move the energy in my body, because I could tell that the acceleration was so big that it seems like anxiety feeling, right? You're just like, whoa, coming out of the body. Like you feel like, detach, which is good. Detaching and then reattaching, detaching, reattaching. But this is a rebirth, so everything has to go, whatever is coming up in your thought patterns and your egos, and then you need to pay attention to soul contracts that are coming into as well. So you have to pay attention to what you are showing yourself of disempowerment, not speaking your truth, your divine truth too as well. How does everything feel in your body right now? So everyone should be able to show you what they're transmitting and what you're transmitting to as well. So you would have to stay inward probably for a few weeks, because this one seems like it's massively big as far as transmissions go. Transmitting everything we are is a frequency, vibration, energy, and transmission. So if you have something coming in that's really feeling that transmission of that not good in the stomach, that means you have a lot of clearing to do in your solar plexus. So you want to pay attention to the energies and what are you allowing in your field. And it's okay if you say no to people, and it could be no for a few months. So it's all right to say that, because it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with you holding a space, in a very high vibrational space, very high light space, and a very high frequency space that you want to maintain to be able to anchor that frequency in. And that's what we do. We anchor in frequencies and templates. So if you are feeling the frequency off of a transmission coming in from a soul contract, or even from when you're going into work, you should know that that's a wrap-up contract, and it would be. So you would wrap those contracts up, paid in full, and you can kind of transition into the next dimensional plane of existence, if you want to say. You will have to do this, because you have to understand this isn't about you or them. This is nothing about them or you. I don't know how to explain it. It has to do with you and your inner ascension. It has to do with humanity in full service. Okay, so it has to do with your contracts, your highest contracts for ascension here. So eventually you would realize that one day, and you would just say, all right, well, all these got to go then, for a few months, and then everything can come back together, or it doesn't come back together. And that's going to be for the full service template, so you want to pay attention to that too as well. I'm telling everyone, really pay attention to frequencies that you allow into your field. When you can read intentions and you can feel vibration and energy, it's okay if you release a contract for a few months so you can hold a high contract for you, for your full body experience with your higher self, for your fifth dimensional experience. Yeah. Okay. That's a 5D experience. I hope everyone would want to have a fifth dimensional experience and to hold or a 12th dimensional experience and beyond. So always pay attention to these things too as well coming into your field. When you are sitting there saying no over and over again, that means that those are wrap-up contracts. So you need to pay attention to what your star being is transmitting to you. And this is important too right now. It is a part of the rebirthing process. When your star being is constantly saying no to a frequency, and it could be a soul, a career, it could be anything. It could be a car, it could be a house, okay? It could be any contracts. It could be land and property or whatever it is, you perceive. When you're constantly saying no to a frequency going like this, that's your star being. That's actually your star being. That's you. It's the highest version of you. It's not really the one that's in fear. That's the one that's speaking the truth to you. Okay. So hopefully you would understand this one too. Kind of awaken to that you have a star being that's coming online that is showing you everything and showing you, no, don't allow this in anymore. Okay? So hopefully everyone would understand that. Those are the ones that's like the, that's like kind of the truth, I call it. It's the one's going to speak the truth. And then the one that's the ego self, or the 2-year-old, the 3-year-old, the 4-year-old, the 6-year-old, the 7-year-old of you is the one that's going to keep allowing people in. So you'll realize that it's the one that's the programmed one from the Matrix is the one that will keep playing a tango dance, or keep allowing people in that are not the highest frequency too. That's just the one that's just programmed to be a pleaser, people pleaser, or whatever, whatever you perceive, I guess. So this is coming up big time. Disvalue, disempowerment. So where can we move this and transition, right? Sovereignty. Okay. Sovereignty, divinity, this is all coming in. Pure love. We can love purely, but we can love purely within us for humanity and service. We don't have to kind of be in that collectives anymore either. So it's a full embodiment. So today it's constant self-talk and just saying no to the ego. And this is a software, so we're going to remove this. This is not true. We're going to shift this out. We have to kind of move through this. This isn't importance anymore. This is about our roles of humanity. So like I said, being a language of light channeler, quantum consciousness mentor, or a way shower, an ascension guide, and beyond, is that we move through beyond the limitations of the matrix and beyond. We anchor in the highest frequencies that we can for the collectives. So we bring it in, that way humanity can awaken. So I will tell you this, we've been doing really well for all light workers, all of us that are here, as a family of light. Because if I'm seeing this major expansion in the higher heart, this means that everyone on the planet is going to. So good job. I just want to tell everyone, good job. We are definitely doing it. The sun is definitely doing it too. So it's massive waves are doing it. Thank you guys for everything. And then also I'm thanking the Galactic Councils too as well. So it's really beautiful. I got to see lots of more Galactic Councils. Really cool stuff last night. The only thing is that your human self will go and hit wires. It will seem like they're going to fractal or kind of, it's not really dropping into fear. It's the acceleration of the expansion of your highest you, if you want to say your being, your advanced avatar being kind of like moving in and actually like trying to kind of move more in. So the avatars are actually coming more into the vessel, into a full embodiment. So I hope everyone has fun with this one because it's going to get higher and higher. So a lot of you guys are going to feel like you're flying out of your body. A lot of people are going to be releasing Atlantis softwares even more now in the collective. So lots of anger and hatred and plots and plans and all kinds of really funny drama scenes. Whatever it is that their egos are telling them so they can play everything out. So you want to pay attention to this, the Light in the Dark Matrix game show. And we do call it the game show Matrix. All of that funny stuff. And it's just like, if you realize it's a program running, you guys might be able to run faster through it instead of playing into the separation, judgment, and all this really funny stuff, and hero and warrior. Yeah, it's like being in a video game if you actually tune into it. If you knew about the consciousness of the planet, that it's like a super quantum computer system that's just like programs running that were set up for you guys to be able to kind of master the 3D, master the 4D, and then master the 5D. If you actually knew this to get rid of your fear, you guys are just being triggered the whole time to remove fear out of your body. You might be able to move past things really fast. Look, it says 1111, honey. Yeah. It says 1111. Yep, 11 followers, 11 likes. Thank you. Bo is like, we're synchronizing, honey. Synchronizing to the universe. So if you go outside, rainbow frequencies. So I can see rainbows. I can see rainbows in the clouds right now looking out the window. Pink plasma and rainbow plasma. Sapphire Light took pictures, put it up for you guys. Sapphire blue light. So that is, I call this as like the cosmic sun awakening. So you guys should have fun with this one for the next year. And it's like everything's going to be going. Like I'm always telling everyone, everything's going to go, and you should be stretching and expanding too as well. Keeping your heart open. And I was like, lots of self-talk, inward is going to be staying inward. So it's just like, because of choice, I'm okay with staying inward and maintaining inward for a few years. And that would just be for all of you guys. Inward is clearing inside of me in the vessel, pretty much, and then the universes and planetary systems, dissolving an old universe and then creating a new one. So lots of creation work. Today the transmission that came through is going to be the higher heart chakra, Stargate, which is gold frequencies, gold body. So I don't know if anyone has noticed gold frequencies and gold body, and then also sapphire light. So this transmission is going to be with Goddess Isis, and it's the wings of Isis and the higher heart of Isis activation. So I am going to do sound healing for all of you guys. It is the new moon, so if you go to our website, it is Starseed evolutionunited.net. We have a blog up, and you guys can please tune in. And there's free transmissions for all of you guys. We have about 3 transmissions up. If you guys want to activate your light body today, you just go to our blog. You should be able to see it for the new moon gifts too as well. And it's 3 light body transmissions. So one is the 36 strand activation. And there's also the Phoenix Twin Ray activation, which is inner union, and then outer union too as well, because that's coming in too. Inner divine union, inner partnership, inner and then outer. You can materialize your highest partner. So I always tell everyone this. You materialize your spinal cord. You can materialize your partner to materialize to you, as long as you're opening your heart to receive. The third transmission is going to be a Merkaba upgrade, and it's for the atomic body. And it's atomic and gamma and meteorite body. It's stage 3 of the Merkaba. So it's going to be free. It's free on our website. Just go to our blogs, and when you go, you can you should be able to just click on it, and you should be able to download them really fast. I do have 33% off all of my individual sessions, which are packages. Everything's a package now, so I'm not doing just like individual sessions anymore. You're gonna have to be able to depart to our light ship with a few extra gifts on the way out. So I've realized all of you guys kind of need something a little bit big. coming into the space. Everyone's divinely guided to us through star maps and blueprints and soul contracts. So that's another gift, and there's a few other things too, as well as 50% off some of our curriculums. So it's all for the new moon. So we hope you have fun, and activate your light body. It is reborn, so reborn, rebirth, reborn, starborn DNA, and it really is, it really is this intense right now. So it's either you guys are going to be going through phoenix cycles, or you're going to be raising really high in frequencies and vibrating really high, feeling like your hearts are wide open. And that's what I've been experiencing is mastery. So my heart will be really open, and then I have to tune into tone into the fields with others, which is fine because it's a purpose. I'm here for all of you, for full service in humanity. So it really doesn't matter too much, but maintaining the high space right now is what I call mastery. So it's mastery to me. And to everyone else, it could be more of the victim energy. So you want to move through that too as well. If we can shift the words and say we're here to master the 3D, 4D, and beyond, and 5D, you might be able to shift within inside of you too as well. Yes. So being a light body activator, we bring in the transmissions, and I sat outside and I meditated after my pineal gland went through a huge blow, but sunlight is the only thing that actually helps it. So I meditated this morning, and I received the transmission to bring in for all of you. So you guys can relax, and if you want to, you can grab some crystals, and I'm going to do some sound healing for the new moon and to activate you guys. This is a healing transmission. We're going to activate your wings of Isis and also your higher heart chakra. Gasanti. Gasanti. Gasanti Goshakati. Gasanta. Goshanti. So this is a light body transmission. I would like everyone just to relax and just to tune in into your heart centers. Listen to the Goshakatan. Gasanti the Gosanti. Gishanakatan. Gasanta Ravanakatan. Okay, I'm just setting up the energy space. And just tune into your heart. I'm going to start the journey space to bring these transmissions in for the collective consciousness. Gasanti the Ravanakatan. Gasanti. Yes, it's 6:22. Connecting to all of our family of light and sending in the highest frequencies of love. Gasana. Gashanti de Fushakata. Gasanti de Fushakunokuna. Gasanti de Fushakati. Gasanti de Fushakata. Santi de Fonaka Santi de Fushakata. Gasana Fushanakata. Gasanti de Fukasana. Gasanti. Gasanti de Fushakati. Geshanti de Fushokuna Kananda de Vokasanti, Santi de Fushanokoshanakata. Gesanti. I'd like for you just to tune in. I'd like for you just to connect into your heart center. I'm going to bring in a language of light transmission to open up your galactic heart, the sacred passageways of the galactic heart center. Gesanti de Funukata, Santi de Fushakate de Fokashanti. We're going to be working with our ascended master, our sacred Stargate master, Isis, and goddess Isis is going to come in order to transmit healing frequencies of gold energy and also quantum light activations with the sapphire light. I'd like for you just to visualize golden light coming in from the top of your crown. Like for you just to visualize golden light filling up all the spaces of your body and activating your higher heart chakra. Your thymus chakra is right here, and like for you just to visualize golden light opening up and activating. And just place your hand on your heart so we can expand the portals of our hearts. And just visualize golden light, streaming rays of pillars of light opening up and activating and anchoring into your earth core chakra. This will be below your feet, connecting to Gaia, making that strong connection to the earth grid, and just bringing that golden light back up to source into your 14th chakra. Is going to be above your crown. Just visualize golden light connecting, and we're going to connect to your Christed avatar to merge deeply between all dimensions of your field and opening up into the gates, activating the gates of the higher heart chakra and activating your sapphire, diamond, crystal, lotus for a full body activation of the gold Stargate, sapphire light in the higher heart chakra. This is a crystal that has to activate and come fully online. This is a new template. This is a transmission from our Stargate Master, Goddess Isis, to send in her rays of golden light, the golden rays of light from her wings, to activate divine sovereignty and divinity within our hearts. For the collectives, for the children of this planet, the planetary systems and the universal systems, for unity consciousness, avatar consciousness, templates, master templates for the collectives. And just visualize white platinum light streaming in through your heart, activating the Christed light of the Christed being that you are, the children of the Christed Son. To awaken the hearts. As we awaken our hearts as one heart, we awaken humanity. Compassion. Breathing compassion. Breathing pure love and Christed light, love, Christed consciousness throughout your body. The purest frequency of Source, Divine Creator. To open up your heart gates, to expand your galactic heart portals within. We're going to be activating sacredness, that your body, your soul is sacred, your sacred temple within inside of you. That we are all sacred beings walking this planet. For you to remember again. Opening up your solar plexus, connecting to that white source light, golden light, opening up your solar plexus and expanding your solar plexus, connecting to your sacred temples of the sun, your divine will and divine power within inside of you, opening up the sacred womb of the goddess, the sacred divine feminine passageways of your divine lineages within inside of you, your holy sacred birthright of your star maps and blueprints. Your divinity light grids, your sovereignty light grids, that we are free, sovereign beings. Opening up the root chakra to purify to the light of freedom, that we are sovereign. Opening up the passageways of your feet. Activating your stargates in your feet. Gishanti de Foshakata de Fokusanti. Gasanti de Foshanakata. Gasanti. Santi de Foshakata Kata. Gishanti. As we walk, we anchor in light as light keepers. Cosmic rays of light. We awaken and anchor in light and awaken the consciousness and the pure consciousness and raise the vibrational frequencies. Opening up the passageways of the star particles and stargates in our hands. Everything that we touch is blessed with light. Awakening our healing hands. Opening up our throat chakra to speak our truth, our divine truth. To speak in purity. We want to remove all blockages of the throat to be able to open up all the channels within us as we activate a Stargate portal for the collective consciousness for this planet. Our divine full service grids in humanity to open up within inside of us. As we open the heart, you will remember your true purpose, your star maps, your blueprints, your galactic missions here on Earth. Going to be activating the avatar matrix, avatar consciousness. Opening up the Stargate to the heart portals. Golden Stargate. The million petals of the golden lotus in your heart chakra. This is the sacred lotus of Goddess Isis, the sacred vortex passageway in your heart. If you can remember to open the heart for receiving and forgiving pure love. I'd like for you just to visualize the golden heart unified as one heart, that your full body system is unified as one heart. And just visualize millions of golden petals opening up with golden light, the sacred lotus within your heart. And just visualize as you breathe, you'll be able to see the golden light of your sacred heart. Going to be activating the sapphire light, crystal lotus, and opening up the petals, the million petals of Goddess Isis's heart chakra within inside of you. You'll be able to remember it as we open it. You'll be able to see millions and millions of petals breathing in and out with gold light. We're going to open our hearts as wide as we can for humanity and the planet and also the universe and through all time, space, timelines, and time zones. Gasanti de Fushakata. Gasanti de Kushanakata. Gasanti de Kona. Gashanti Shafushakata. Ganondravokona. Gasanti de Fushakati de Fokata. We connect as one heart together. Connecting your golden light. Vishantina Kona. Santina Fushakutina Ki. Gisanandra Fokasana Kusha Fushakata. Gasanti de Fushakatina Kisha Fushakata. Gasanti de Fushakata. You'll be able to feel your chakras opening in your shoulder blades. You'll be able to feel the holy fire light of Goddess Isis activating our angelic seraphim wings. The phoenix seraphim wings of gold light, opening and activating. These are our wings of sovereignty. You'll be able to feel them opening and activating golden light of your sacred wings. And stretch your wings out so you can expand to return to wholeness within inside of you. Activating the sacred wings of Goddess Isis, the golden wings of sovereignty and freedom. You can feel your wings opening as the seraphim angelic rising. As we rise together as the seraphim phoenix, and to send out light waves and the highest light waves to be able to purify as you move and you sweep, and to move with your wings. We will be purifying the planet and all of the human species and all species in the universes and galaxies through all time and space, timelines and time zones. These are your wings of creation. This is the wings of your divinity, and this is the wings of your sovereignty. You are as big as the sky, as big as the universe. Activating the chakras and expanding your wings. These are the wings of purity. All souls are pure on this planet. It is the matrix that you are purifying from. You're all luminous beings of pure love. As we move together as one and we open our hearts and we sweep through the collectives as the seraphims rising, and the avatars rising, and the gods and the goddesses rising again, we will be able to assist all of humanity in the universes through all time and space, and timelines and time zones. As we come together as one, we rise as one in community. We are here to lift our family up. Some of us are here for the children. And all of you are our children on this planet. All of you are the children of the sun and the crystal children of the sun. As we open our wings, we'll be able to dissolve all the density off of our physical body, so we can return as the crystal children and the crystalline Christ, the children of the diamond sun DNA. As the children of the light, rainbow light, white light, solar light, indigo light, magenta light, ultraviolet. We are the children of the universes and galaxies, the children of the skies, the children of Gaia, children of Arcturus and Andromedan galaxies, and Lyra. We are the children of reptilian races and lizard races too as well. We are the children of many origins. We are the children to bring peace to all of humanity. We are the star children that came in here to bring peace to all of the races. All races through all time and space. All galactic races. All human species. Planetary species and races. Dimensional beings, ultra-dimensionals. Metadimensional beings. In this universal structure. We are the avatars and the sacred avatars that are here and fully awakened. high density, to open hearts, to harmonize, to bring everything into unity again. Listen to Voshanakata, Gesanti, Shantinukuena, Dervanakata, Gesanti, Geshanakati. When we speak as we speak as one. We speak of you that are listening to this transmission, that the we is all of us as one. Shantinakana, Gesantino Kushnukuena, Dino Konandirvo Kosanakata, Santina Kashanakata, Gesanti. You are the children of Source, of Prime Creator, of God Consciousness. You're the children of the Sun. You are the children of the Moon. You're the children of the Earth. You are the children of everything out there. You are the children of purity and love. You are the children of the light. You are the children of seraphims and orphans. The children of Lyrans. You are children of many races, many origins, and multiple origins. Syrian children. You are multidimensional beings here awakening and remembering that you are avatar angelic humans, our star children, light workers, children of the gods and the goddesses of their sacred lineages. Children of the divine feminine, children of the divine masculine, children of the Holy Son, of the Trinity. You are children of Gaia, of Mother Earth. Open your sacred wings of Isis, of sovereignty, and return to wholeness. Return to your sacred avatar angelic human blueprints. Open up your golden lotus heart chakra. Open and activate your million petals of the golden lotus to expand your heart as far out and wide throughout the universes. Santa Posakata for receiving love, to love yourself. This is where you are separated inward. You want to purely love yourself inward. To love yourself again. Receive love from you. And giving and kindness and loving yourself. Listen to the Fishati. When we purely love ourselves, we can purely love others and everything out there. Activating your sacred creation wings of Isis. Create your dreams and your passions. Create your heaven on earth experience with your wings. You'll remember how to create with the wings of Isis, the wings of the Phoenix Seraphim. We create harmonious and blissful states of consciousness realities, heaven on earth experiences and oneness and soul family, soul star family, community, sacred community that are going to love each other in a pure frequency, in a pure and oneness of divine love, to lift and to raise each other up in a unity We are being asked to lift our veils and to keep lifting our veils and our deep sleep of amnesias, of separation and judgment. It is inward, is what you transmit out there. Santana, Gisanti, Santi de Fushakata, Gisanti de Fonokotandra Fukusanakati, Gishanti. You will materialize your transmission's realities, judgment and separation within inside of you. All out there is just holding a contract to be able to show you where are you still sleeping at, where are you still separated, where do you still judge yourself. They're just fulfilling a high contract. Yes, Auntie. We're going to be activating Stargate portals and Galactic Stargate portals today to be able to assist us with removing veils of separation and judgment within ourselves, with Goddess Isis as our Stargate Master. To remove guilt, pain, and suffering within us. Fears are just illusions, they're just illusions. And just to remove them and lift them off. And just to remove the distortions, but we have to activate the distortions to be able to see. Thank you guys. Thank you for connecting as one heart. And keep activating with the golden lotus in your heart and meditating and just visualize millions of gold petals opening and up, and we're all connecting in the higher realms together to hold space as a family of light. You'll be able to see Isis's daughters, all of her daughters and children standing there with you in the higher realms, expanding their wings out. Looks like seraphim, phoenix wings, but Goddess Isis is actually a feline mix. So we'll activate the headdress in a few days when the rest comes on. And that would be your communication to the higher realms and then traveling through time and space. So it's a beautiful transmission coming in, but you will be able to connect. That way we can open up our hearts, and the bigger we open our hearts, the more that we can assist humanity. So everything is in importance and why you would be divinely guided here. And even if you're in another time and space or another timeline, or in the future, 5 years from now, 6 years from now, or 10 years from now, you will still be with us in this now. So we will be accessing really high points in the higher realms. And right now we're working with the Stargate Master, Goddess Isis, all of her children, all of her daughters, all of her sons, all of them that are holding a really high space right now in the God realms. So you'll be able to tune into it, and you should be able to connect into your sacred lineages too. If you feel connected to Goddess Isis, you're of her lineages too as well. We can activate any DNA on the planet, so you can also be working with her too as well for healing, deep sacred healing too, because she's definitely moved me through mountains, working with this beautiful deity, sacred deity, and too as well. And she is, I would call it a phoenix seraphim mix, but she's a feline too as well. She has green eyes. She has green eyes. If you see her, and then sometimes she can come in blue. Most of the time she's like a crystal white blue frequency, and has feline features. Has wings of Isis. So she's actual hybrid, obviously. Just letting you guys know that she is a hybrid race and has different DNA origins in her too, and also has a serpent, so feline, serpent, avian, and a few other things too as well. I'm going to say Sumerian, different types of angelic human DNA. You would have to know about the angelic human DNA. Is a lot of the angelic human DNA is different mixes, if you want to say, hybrids of different races, feline races, avian races, and beyond. Different types of, yeah, set Assyrian aquatic races too. So hopefully that would be able to open up and expand you too as well. It's really beautiful, but she's also Syrian, so you would have to see why are their eyes always painted? Yeah. Why are all their eyes painted with that makeup? You know, that the kind of like those really large eyes, large wings, if you want to say, large phoenix. That's actually seraphim eyes. Yeah, those are seraphim and then Syrian. Some of them have blue. If you actually pay attention to their pictures in Egypt, you would know that they look really similar to Syrian and then seraphims. It's golden light. So it's actually really beautiful. I stare at their pictures a lot and just laugh because I'm hoping that they actually tell the truth one day. The real history. If you look at them, you should be able to see their seraphim eyes, and then also Syrian. They look really beautiful. Syrian blue eyes. That's the reason why they painted their eyes like really big and all that like Egyptian black makeup, which it wasn't black actually. It was different paints. It was all very ceremonial. It's beautiful. Hopefully you'll be able to restore one day. I'm sending love to all of you. I hope everyone has a beautiful new moon. Energies are really, really intense and high, but it's really good for everyone. So I have to go. I have all of my beautiful soul family clients that I have to go and open up gates with, and stargates and portals with inside of them. Just remember to drink plenty of water and lots of clean, pure water. So not just any water. Get the purest, cleanest water you possibly can. And most likely, to be honest with you, for the next few days, it'll probably be a few gallons of water. So high alkaline water, and then light foods. You can do fasting and detoxing right now too as well. Also, I'm going to put a little link below on how to write new contracts. So you guys should be creating. A lot of you guys would call it manifesting. So manifesting, creating, visualizing your dreams. Setting up new contracts. So I know I have to work on receiving more. So I'm going to set up some contracts for receiving. And that's from a heart space, like receiving love. A lot of people think, I guess, whatever it is your perception is in your reality of where you are fluctuating at in vibration. But I would have to say receiving love. So I will be setting up more contracts for receiving love right now in order to open up my gates more. And the gates are actually in the well, you call it a chakra. I said a chakra vortex, the heart. Whatever needs to be created in this now. So harmonious, blissful states of consciousness is always there. So that's always that one has been mastered already. So now we want to create dreams and desires, receiving more, and then I'm doing lots of community stuff. So everything's community, building, instructing, finishing the website completely, giving thanks and soul dedication to everyone on our journey, and creating that too as well, dedicated to everyone that has helped design and assist with creation of our website. As our temple is what it's starting in right now, and then I will be doing creation work for bigger things to come. So I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about doing Stargate portal shamanism, and I can really see something really big coming with it. So I think it's going to be really good for the collectives, why I'm here on my contracts. So, and I will obviously be tuning more into the sun. I will bring in more data, but some stuff I'm not able to transmit yet. Everything is sequency. So I'll let you guys know about that. So drink lots of water and high vibration, high vibrational foods, lots of fruits and vegetables. You can do detoxing if you want, but a lot of you guys will probably be eating a little bit right now. Cleansing, clearing, honoring your body, knowing that you're sacred, okay? And really inner temple work, inner temple body work, seeing what you can release for the collective consciousness, because there's a lot of people clearing the chakras right now in the sacral. A lot of people are going through lots of purification in their sacral, the sacredness of their holiness of their body, and you know, honoring and respect and integrity, but in a very pure frequency. So a lot of people are mastering a lot of lessons right now, and there's a lot of lessons being mastered in order for you to love yourself, in order for you to have deep sacred honor and respect in the sacredness of who you are and your body, your temple, what the temple is, knowing that this is a temple, it's a holy temple. Every single vortex, every part of your body is holy. Okay, so a lot of people will probably recognize that that's something that's coming in right now, in order for us to keep purifying the collectives and doing it for all the generations. So generations forward, generations backwards too as well. In order for us to remember these holy temple, sacred templates, records, law of one, spiritual principles, laws of the universe. So there's a lot coming in right now in order for us to restore the grid. So love you. Tina.